So the Nintendo Switch is amazing handheld, and it's even better when you dock it. And the Joy-Con controllers are pretty cool, but personally, I wish I could use my PS4 controller or maybe an Xbox One controller. And well, you can with this little USB adapter. So I've been playing a little bit more on the Switch with it docked, and the Joy-Con controllers are quite good, but I really prefer playing with my PS4 controllers. PS4 I play most of the times, and so it'd be really handy to be able to connect up together. So I found online this 8BitDo, I think that's how you call it, USB wireless adapter, and hopefully we're going to be able to set this up and then be able to use the PlayStation controller on the Switch. So I'll put links in the description to everything I'm using here. So this costs about £18 at the time of doing this video, and it's basically exactly what it says. It's a little USB thing that you can only use when it's docked, and also you have to have the version that has the dock. It's got a little bit of information on the back, if you can see that. But yeah, we'll get it set up and kind of take you through the process. Also, I don't have any of my kit with me to record the screen directly, so unfortunately we'll be with the camera to show you how to get it set up, and then hopefully we will have the PS4 controller controlling the Nintendo Switch once it's in the dock. Okay, so we're going to set this up. As mentioned already, you need to have the Nintendo Switch that has the dock. A couple of things we're going to use. Obviously, you should be familiar with USB already, but there is a little button that is a pairing button just on the end of this. Just there. And so when we plug this in, we're going to have to use this pairing button along with a couple of buttons on our PlayStation controller, and I'll show you that as we get things set up. So I'm just going to move the camera so you can see this being plugged into the side of the dock, and then point it at the TV screen so you can see what settings we have to set on the Switch, and then how we do the pairing with by pushing that button and pressing the combination on the PS4 as well, on the PS4 controller even. And I'll try and put some information down below as to how you set up the Xbox One controller if you're going to do that instead. So if you've not looked too deeply at your Switch dock before, you'll see there's two USB ports just around here at the bottom. So I'm going to plug this in to the lower one just for convenience, and I normally have this kind of just around the corner, so I'll be able to push the docking button, the pairing button just over here. There you go. Here's a little red light. I don't know if you heard that, but the Switch makes a ding noise as well to acknowledge it's been plugged in. So I'm just going to move this back over here, so when I come to pair, I can just press the button underneath. Okay, so hopefully you can see the screen. As mentioned, I'm just recording it on the camera. I've disconnected one of the Joy-Con controllers, and I'm just going to basically go down and across to the system settings, load this up, and then let's see, make sure you can see it down here. Scroll all the way down to controllers and sensors, and we're going to turn Pro wired communication from off to on. Okay, so that should be it. Now comes the fun part, where we're going to try and pair that little dongle with our PlayStation 4 controller. So let me just move the camera so you can see that happening as well. Okay, so I've just plugged my controller into a power bank just because the battery was running low on it. But in order for us to pair, we're going to have to hold down the PlayStation button and the share button together, and that should enable pairing on our controller. And also we need to put the dongle into pairing mode as well. So if I just turn this around, you press this button once, then you get a very fast flashing on the dongle to let you know it's in pairing mode. So now let's try holding the PlayStation button and the share button together. See this flashing happening? Hopefully that should go constant, and then we know things have paired. Okay, so that's gone solid blue. The pairing light has also stopped flashing on the dongle there, and I guess now we just have to see if it works in a game or not. Okay, so back on the terrible screen version, you can see here we have PS4 controller, and if I move it, it is indeed moving the controls on the screen. So let's load the game and see if we can get this to work. Okay, the only thing you have to remember is obviously the buttons are a bit kind of messed up, so you have to just remember what they would be. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, so we're in Fortnite with the PS4 controller. I just need to see how the gameplay feels. I haven't played this on the PlayStation for a while, so I have to try to remember if the buttons feel the same way. So just go land somewhere, probably just die straight away, but this is for science. The controls do feel pretty good. Definitely much better than the Joy-Cons, as far as I'm concerned. If you don't have a dock nearby, you can also use a USB or a USB-C to USB connector plugged into the bottom of the Switch to kind of achieve the same thing if you don't have the docking station. So just see if we can get some combat. To properly see if this controller works well. Just so you can see, it's still using the PS4 controller. Okay, so yeah, it does. It feels just like playing on the PlayStation. No weird jerkiness like you get with the Joy-Cons. This game isn't really ideal on the Switch. Oh, ammo. This is no good. Let's just try and use the pistol instead. There we go. So that's it. The PS4 controller works really well with the 8BitDo or DO little USB adapter. Excellent. Thanks for watching this video. A thumbs up would be really appreciated. If you're interested in other geek type videos, please consider subscribing to Spectrum Geeks. Why not also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And before you leave, why don't you check out one of these other videos that may be of interest. Thanks again for watching.